A low carbohydrate diet is bad for you in general, unless it's a plant-based low carbohydrate diet. Low carbohydrate diet and high protein are not good for you. It should be the other way around, low protein, high carbohydrate. It's better for lifespan to be an 80% carbohydrate diet than to be in a low carbohydrate diet. In the longevity diet, we talk about fats, yes, but certain type of fats, the high olive oil, high nut diet is better. Prominent experts.
Everyone talks about living longer. Nobody talks about how. You've been told it's about clean eating, expensive supplements, or anti-aging creams. But what if the real key to living past 100 is hidden in how you don't eat? Dr. Valter Longo, the man behind decades of fasting research, discovered something insane. The body can literally rebuild and regenerate itself when you mimic fasting the right way. Not starving, not juice cleansing, but triggering ancient repair mechanisms coded into your DNA. This isn't biohacking, it's biology, refined over billions of years. And what this longevity diet does to your immune system, your organs, and even your biological age will shock you. Welcome to the Ageless protocol, regenerating your immune system. Imagine cancer patients on chemotherapy, immune system completely destroyed. Their white blood cells wiped out. That's the harsh reality of chemo. But in Dr. Longo's lab, something unbelievable happened. When they added fasting-mimicking cycles to the treatment, the mice didn't just survive, their immune systems rebooted. Stem cells inside their bone marrow woke up, regenerated new white blood cells, and rebuilt their immune systems from scratch in just a few weeks. Think about that. No drug on earth can pull that off. Nutrition did what pharmaceuticals couldn't. It told the body to fix itself. And then, it got even crazier. An important announcement. Don't miss our exclusive discounts on the highest quality longevity supplements, crafted to support fasting, mitochondria health, and immune regeneration. Link is below. Fasting that reversed diabetes? Next, Longo's team completely destroyed the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, mimicking type 1 diabetes. Those cells were gone. The mice should have been doomed. Then came the fasting-mimicking cycles. Within weeks, the pancreas regenerated itself. New beta cells formed. Insulin came back. Blood sugar normalized. They had basically witnessed the body healing itself from what was thought to be permanent damage. Let that sink in. The pancreas, one of the most stubborn organs in the body, rebooted from a simple dietary protocol. And before you start thinking this only happens in mice, wait till you hear what's happening in human trials. Real humans. Real regeneration. In small clinical trials, people with kidney disease went through fasting-mimicking diet cycles. The result? Protein levels in their urine, a sign of kidney damage, dropped dramatically after just 3 rounds. Even a year later, most of them still had the benefits. Oh, and one more thing. Their blood showed a 3-fold increase in kidney stem cells, the same type of cells that repair kidney tissue. So yeah, this isn't snake oil. The data's there. Fasting doesn't just prevent aging, it may actually reverse it. But before you run off and start starving yourself, there's something you need to understand. Not all fasting is created equal. Longo warns, fasting is powerful but dangerous if done wrong. For example, fasting every other day while still under chemotherapy can actually increase heart damage. Why? Because the timing of refeeding, when your growth factors spike, can make chemo more toxic. So no, this isn't skip breakfast and live forever. The longevity diet is calculated. It's science-based fasting that pushes your body just enough to trigger repair, not destruction. And the best part, you don't need a lab or a PhD to start using this ancient mechanism for yourself. If you want to start activating your body's own longevity systems, not just through fasting, but through clinically backed nutrients that support regeneration, immunity, and repair, you're in the right place. Because next, we're diving into the real mechanism, how this fasting code makes you biologically younger, cell by cell. Aging, the root of every disease. Here's something the medical world rarely admits. Aging isn't just a number, it's the disease behind all diseases. You name it. Cancer, diabetes, heart disease. Alzheimer's. They all have one major trigger: aging itself. Dr. Longo says if you want to truly prevent disease, stop targeting each one separately. Instead, slow down aging, and you automatically reduce your risk of all of them. Think about it. If your body stayed biologically 30 for life, obesity wouldn't destroy you. Cancer cells wouldn't multiply so fast. Your brain wouldn't decay into fog and forgetfulness. But what's wild is that this longevity diet actually seems to do that. Slowing down biological aging itself, the body that repairs instead of decays. When you cycle through the fasting-mimicking diet, your body goes into what Longo calls repair mode. Growth slows down. Inflammation drops. Old damaged cells get cleared out, a process called autophagy. And when you start eating again, your body doesn't just refill, it rebuilds with brand new younger cells. Longo's research shows this reset even changes the blood, improving insulin sensitivity, lowering growth hormones like IGF-1, and reducing chronic inflammation markers that drive aging. And unlike drug-based weight loss methods that shrink muscle and bone, FMD protects them. In both mice and humans, bone density and lean muscle actually improved after several fasting cycles. Less food, more strength, and it's not some temporary fix. Those anti-aging markers stay low long after the fast ends. The muscle myth everyone gets wrong. You've probably heard this one. You'll lose muscle if you eat less protein. Yeah, tell that to the women in Longo's breast cancer study who gained lean muscle after fasting cycles. Here's what's really going on. The longevity diet isn't about starving, it's about balance. It's low protein, but sufficient protein, meaning you give your body just enough to rebuild, not enough to speed up aging. Because guess what fuels aging the most? Excess protein. High-protein diets spike growth hormones and pathways like mTOR, the same ones that accelerate aging and disease. You want longevity? You want to look and feel younger for longer? Keep protein moderate, mostly plant-based, and time it right. But this is where people get confused. They think low protein means weak. It doesn't. It means efficient. The smart protein strategy. Here's how to do it like the long-lived. Keep most of your protein from plants. Legumes, nuts, seeds. Mix them. Don't rely on just one source. That keeps your amino acids balanced. And after 65, slightly increase it because that's when your body needs more to maintain muscle. That's it. Simple. Not keto. Not carnivore. Not starvation. Just strategic eating. The same way evolution designed your body to survive and repair itself. And this balance isn't just about muscles, it even protects your brain and heart. The aging switch, hidden in protein. Longo's research on Ecuadorians with growth hormone receptor deficiency, people whose bodies don't respond to protein signals, found something shocking. They live longer. They almost never get diabetes or cancer. And their brains are functionally decades younger than average. Why? Because they've basically blocked the same pathway that high-protein diets overstimulate. The growth hormone IGF-1 axis, one of the biggest accelerators of aging. So when you eat less protein, and the right kind, you're not just dieting. You're flipping off your body's aging switch. But here's the secret no one talks about. You can't out-supplement a bad diet. Yet, the right nutrients can supercharge what fasting starts. If you're serious about rebuilding your body from the inside out, start following the Ageless protocol. And next, we're diving into the mindset, the effort, discomfort, and discipline that separates those who live to 80 from those who reach 120. The truth about discipline and effort. Let's get real for a second. Everyone wants to live longer, but no one wants to put in the effort. We've become a generation allergic to discomfort. We want anti-aging in a bottle, a pill, or a smoothie that magically undoes years of junk food, stress, and bad sleep. But Dr. Longo said it best. Effort is medicine. You can't skip the work. You can't biohack your way out of bad habits. The body needs pressure to grow, hunger, effort, cold, heat, struggle. That's how evolution built us. And here's the irony. The more you run from discomfort, the faster you age. Discomfort equals to regeneration. That 5-day fasting-mimicking diet isn't torture. It's a reset button. When your body feels deprived, it doesn't give up. It upgrades. It clears old junk cells, regenerates stem cells, and restarts systems that have been asleep for decades. Think about it. All the great things in life come from the other side of discomfort. Fitness, focus, emotional strength, and yes, longevity. But people are so obsessed with shortcuts, just give me a drug. That's the trap. Because combining fasting with certain drugs can actually backfire. And this next part is a warning most people never hear. The hidden danger of mixing fasting with drugs. In one study, researchers tried pairing fasting with chemotherapy, but reintroduced food too soon. The result? Heart damage. Why? Because when you refeed while toxic chemicals are still in your system, your cells start dividing right into danger. The same goes for people mixing fasting with blood sugar drugs or GLP-1 medications. It can crash your glucose levels dangerously low. That's why Longo says, fasting isn't a game, it's powerful. You have to respect it. Done right, it regenerates. Done wrong, it can hurt you. But when done right, even 5 days every few months can completely change how your body ages. The future of longevity starts with you. We are standing at the edge of a revolution. AI, gene therapy, cellular reprogramming. All of that is coming. But guess what? The foundation of living to 120 years isn't technology. It's how you eat, how you recover, and how consistent you are. You don't need to live in a lab or inject peptides to stay young. You just need to eat smarter, stress your body the right way, and never stop improving. So if you're ready to stop aging on autopilot, here's your move. Try a guided fasting cycle. Switch to mostly plant-based protein. And when you're ready to take it to the next level, follow the Ageless protocol. Subscribe now, join the movement, and get access to exclusive discounts on longevity-based supplements made to fuel your transformation.